He's in the jailhouse now. He's in the jailhouse now. Well, I told him once or twice to quit playing cards and shooting dice. He's in the jailhouse now. Hi, I'm Maurice Tanny, and this is another episode of Acoustic Guitar's Campfire Songs, a series where we take a classic, familiar song and work out a simple single guitar arrangement suitable for a beginner to tackle or a more advanced player to use as a starting point to take a fresh look at an old song. I first heard In the Jailhouse Now on the oldies stations when I was a kid, but I didn't start playing it until I was getting into old country back in the 1990s. Webb Pierce's monster hit version from 1955, which spent an incredible 21 weeks at number one on the Billboard country charts, was a staple of every retro honky-tonk band with a backline of old tube amps and a closet full of vintage cowboy shirts and cuffed jeans. Often credited to Jimmie Rodgers, who had the first major hit with it, In the Jailhouse Now has a considerable history before its 1928 recording. Originating with African-American performers and kept alive in the vaudeville and jug band tradition, the song certainly predates the earliest known recording of it that was made by Davis and Stafford in 1915. Those early versions featured verses about a man named Campbell cheating at a card game and a corrupt election. It's been recorded a lot of times, often in very divergent styles, but one of the distinctions dividing all of these versions is that main character, either Ramblin' Bob, who appears to have been devised by Rodgers, or the original Campbell character. By the way, Rodgers actually recorded both versions, first in 1928 with his Ramblin' Bob version, and then again in 1930 as a sequel, featuring his variation on the Campbell lyrics entitled In the Jailhouse Now number 2. I had a friend named Campbell. He used to rob, steal, and gamble. He tried everything that was low down. He was out tomcatting one night when he started a big old fight. Then a big policeman came and knocked him down. He's in the jailhouse now. He's in the jailhouse now. I told him over again to quit drinking whiskey, to lay off of that gin. He's in the jailhouse now. Since then, many of the popular mainstream versions, such as Webb Pierce's, have featured the Ramblin' Bob lyric, but there have been plenty of exceptions, like Johnny Cash's 1962 recording with a wild set of rewritten lyrics based on the 1915 Campbell version. Along with all the covers, the song has been featured in some major motion pictures over the years. Gene Autry sang it in his 1941 movie Back in the Saddle, and the Soggy Bottom Boys sang it in Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? This is an easy song with just a few simple open chords, but one thing you may notice, if you do a little digging, is that older versions in particular often had a looser sense of the bar structure. This is a bit unusual today, but very common in older blues and folk records. For example, a phrase might stretch out an extra 2 beats, just depending on how the performer was feeling it at the time. I'm going to be using regular 4-beat phrasing, but don't be surprised if you're playing along with an old version and encounter a stray bar of 2 here or there. It might not even happen the same way from verse to verse, but really, it wasn't their responsibility to live up to our expectations, so you play it your way. We're going to play this in the key of C, and there are only 4 simple open chords: a C, an F, a G, and a D7. And as you've heard, I'm using a simple shuffling strum pattern with an alternating bass and some occasional walk-ups and walk-downs. All right, so let's have at it. I had a friend named Ramblin' Bob. He used to steal, gamble, and rob. He thought he was the smartest guy in town. I found out last Monday that Bob got locked up Sunday. They got him in the jailhouse way downtown. He's in the jailhouse now. He's in the jailhouse now. Well, I told him once or twice to quit playing cards and shooting dice. He's in the jailhouse now. He played a game called poker, pinochle, whist, and euchre, but shooting dice was his greatest game. Now he's downtown in jail with nobody to throw his bail. The judge said that he refused to fine. He's in the jailhouse now. He's in the jailhouse now. I told him once or twice to quit playing cards and shooting dice. He's in the jailhouse now. I went out last Tuesday. I met a girl named Susie. I told her I was the swellest man around. We started to spend my money. Then she started to call me honey. We took in every cabaret in town. We're in the jailhouse now. We're in the jailhouse now. I told that judge right to his face, we didn't like to see this place. We're in the jailhouse now. He's in the jailhouse now. He's in the jailhouse now. Well, I told him once or twice to quit playing cards.